All right, so what do you guys think about Elon Musk these days?
Is he doing some weird shit?
Well, okay, so there was the whole like opening up the factory, and he's kind of going against the whole quarantine thing, right? And rubbed, a certain demographic of the states or just the world, I guess, the wrong way because they're supposed to be quarantining. He was really trying to get back to work, and then there's like the whole his son or his daughter. Wait, is it son or daughter? Child.
The name?
The name, yeah.
The name doesn't give away the gender at all.
True, yeah, I had no idea.
It's an equation.
And then he's just been doing a lot of like cryptic tweeting lately, right?
I mean, he always tweets like all the time.
He trolls.
Yeah.
True.
I like how his tweets control how his stock goes for Tesla.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's fucking funny.
That's power.
I mean, it's fun, but like maybe not so fun for those who are investing in Tesla. But
true. Well,
yeah.
Recent tweet he did this one.
Which one's the red pill, and what does the red pill do? What is it?
The Matrix.
No, I know where it's from, but like, did it
The red
explain?
pill wakes you up to the reality, and then the blue pill just keeps you in dream state.
Okay.
But not only is it about the reality versus dream state thing from the Matrix, this is a reference from the Matrix if you didn't know, but it's also now got ties to the red and blue parties of politics. Mm-hmm. And so now a lot of people are taking this.
They took that from the rose?
No, well, it's just the word red pill.
Yeah.
Is
He could have used a red heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true.
Or a red pill.
Yeah.
I think you're on something, Gio.
I'm on to something.
So is red pill means more, is that Republican or Democrat?
No, there's a lot of meanings to red pilling now. It just means like awake to this thought, right? But then a lot of different groups use it. Like I know there's within the guy movement, when you get red pilled, it's kind of like how like they're being controlled by feminism or whatever, like
embrace incelism.
Yeah, incels have taken the whole.
There's also like red pilling for the minority community, where if you red pill minorities, such as like Candace Owens and whatever, what they're saying is like we've been brainwashed to kind of choose liberalism and only choose liberalism, and then you can't even question that fact. So then when minorities are red pilled, it's kind of like, oh, now I'm questioning why I'm forced to be a liberal, or
it's the Kanye thing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's also like the other red pilling of
there's some alt-right red pilling.
Right.
And then I don't know if the left uses red pilling a lot. I don't know.
They don't use that word.
But there's also no such thing as a blue pill for the left either.
Right. True.
No.
Yeah.
No, but and then there was one more too about just waking up to some new way of thought. Yeah. But there's multiple ones.
Yeah. Generally, though, the red pill, I think, on a mainstream level, is frowned upon.
Okay.
I would say. I don't know. Or at least, like, living in LA, I feel like that's the case. Because I think California is pretty blue.
Well, at least that's how they paint it.
Yeah, that's how they paint it. Yeah. And so, to add to this, Ivanka Trump answered and said, "Taken."
Oh, fuck.
Which then
she likes that movie?
Exacerbated it even more. Yeah.
She's like, I didn't like the sequels though.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, I took it?
Well, it's probably now representing what you were saying, the right.
The Liam Neeson movie.
Well, it's like we just put a bunch of fucking chum in the water, and she's basically putting her net in and taking some.
And her name represents. I mean, she's a Trump, so it carries so much weight. If she jumps in, now everyone's going, oh, what I was thinking has now been validated.
It's a right wing. It's a right wing thing.
So what's Elon thinking? Where's Elon at with those?
Because Elon could have been referencing Matrix.
He could have just watched it in quarantine.
Yeah, I think what Elon was talking about was the whole like, hey, we all have to be on lockdown, don't question anything, like thing.
Oh.
Because that's what he was. This was coming right out of him trying to open up his factory and everyone telling him that he's going to kill people. And he's like, actually, if you look at a lot of the data, I remember he was on Joe Rogan saying a bunch of stuff like that. So
that makes sense.
That's what I thought it meant.
I thought a good amount of his employees are just robots.
Should be.
Well, also, Elon's a robot too.
Right. No,
but like, he's a robot.
But like the people there that are working, they're just like watching over the machines and making sure that they're performing well. But like, I don't know. From what I've heard, it was just like there's not that many people in the factories because a lot of the machinery is already doing the work.
If Elon is talking about like how we're not allowed to question like the laws or just the quarantine orders and all those things, I think that it makes sense to me because you take the red pill to wake up to how if anyone says anything, your people are just out to get you.
And question does not mean accept or anything. Question just means just question it.
Yeah, we can't even have a discussion about it because they're like, "What? You don't care about people dying and all this stuff?" And it's like, I get it. It's a tense time, but I think you want to constantly question things because you want to see where you just got to communicate with our leaders and all this.
That's how you get more thoughts and ideas out and sprout new things and pave a way for the future.
You don't want to be like, they already told us already, so you don't want to fucking listen and then just shut up until they tell us to open up again. Right. And it's like, well, that's not how our system should work because it's supposed to be a communication, a back and forth.
True. Yeah. So now, with these two kind of like, you know, saying their piece on it, another person entered this little tweeter.
Azealia Banks.
It's McDonald's.
No.
Oh.
None other than the creator of Matrix. Lydia Wachowski.
Wow!
Both of you. Oh, shit. Damn.
Wow, that's tight.
Fucking crazy.
That's savage, dude.
Fuck both of you.
So yeah,
fuck both of you.
So and that's all there is to this.
This is my America right here.
Yeah.
This is my America.
It
You say whatever
America
you
really
want,
well.
and then people have the right to be like, yeah, fuck you. I love it.
And then Elon didn't respond to this directly, but he did add one more little thing, and he said this.
Did you seriously just take both pills? What the fuck is wrong with you? When you take Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time?
What does that even mean anymore?
He's trolling. He's trolling. But yeah, it sparked a little, like, you know, like Twitter started, you know, going off on like, what's this all mean? Where's Elon going with this? And I don't know. It's just, I thought it was interesting.
Fuck you both.
Are we allowed to say that Ivanka Trump is hot?
Yeah.
I think she's pretty hot.
She is pretty hot.
Can you say that right now?
Yeah. Are you gonna say it?
I think she's pretty hot. Cool. I just want to make sure.
I heard that she's like the most, out of all the brothers and sisters, like the most likely to take over the family business, and she's pretty sharp and all that stuff.
It seems like it.
I mean, the way she represents herself and speaks out in public and all that, yeah, it seems like she's...
What's the son's name? Junior?
Don Jr.
I like Barron.
I don't like Junior very much. He's kind of,
I don't know much about him.
I don't know, he just feels kind of like, I don't know, yeah.
I'm not that into the Eric Trump. Eric Trump.
You know,
How
there's
many
an Eric.
kids
Yeah,
do they have?
what the fuck?
I'm just really just going by what you just...
You don't like Barron? Barron looks kind of like he was sleepy during the whole acceptance speech. Remember when he went up on the youngest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barron
Oh,
Trump,
the one that they had with his new wife.
Yeah. The tall kid.
Yeah.
He's tall now, I guess.
Yeah.
How many wives does he have?
3.
Three? Wait.
He had Ivana, and then another I, and then
Melania's the
Melania.
one he's with now, right?
Oh shit.
But he's been with her since like the 90s, or I don't know. I don't know. But the other two ex-wives look rough now, dude.
That's
That's what happens when you age, okay? We can't like abide by your beauty standards, all right, Joe? I'm sorry.
But there's pretty old ladies though.
Are there?
You be with Trump and hang in there.
Who's the pretty old lady?
Yeah, who is someone named Pretty Old Lady right now?
What
Betty
porno
White?
did you watch? What porno? What?
You like Betty White?
She's a pretty old lady.
If,
Oh, you know
if
who's
Betty White
hot?
started doing porn, you would watch?
I ain't trying to fuck her.
You're so goofy.
I'm just kidding. I don't know who I'm talking about.
You don't know Betty White?
Yeah, it was another lady. It was another.
No, the chick in the Red movie, Red with Bruce Willis. Who the fuck is that?
Oh, I thought you meant the red lady.
The titties.
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren, bro.
Helen Mirren.
Who's Helen Mirren?
She's pretty.
Dame Helen Mirren got it going on, bro.
Who's that?
She's a hot older lady, I'll tell you that.
Oh.
She's in. She's the lady that walks out in that one. I don't know.
What about grumpy old men?
What about it?
That grandma.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
What about Glenn Close?
Sophia.
Glenn Close. Wait,
I don't know
Glenn Close or
anyone that-
Glenn Close?
I don't know if I ever thought Glenn Close was
Glenn Close.
You know, I never got into it. Yeah. I was never a closer. Mm-mm. I know there's a lot of them out there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, are people outraged? Twitter's always outraged, dude.
I don't know. It's just I think it's just interesting. I think Elon is playing a funny game, and I don't know, because I think my take on it too is like Elon is the head of Tesla, right? And Tesla is anti-oil, you know, in theory because it's electric, right?
yeah.
And so then,
But it's really not too, because you have to plug them into a wall, which is generated by coal. It's
true.
Mostly
Yeah, it's
predominantly
funny
in
because
America.
people are like, we're using electric. And I'm like, where do you think electric comes from, buddy?
Yeah.
So funny.
And I think that's the interesting part is that I think Elon has for a long time been kind of associated with more like the liberals and like, oh, he's, you know, trying to do like, you know,
He was a hero.
pro climate change and all these kinds of things, right? And then now he's doing all these cryptic messages that kind of lean towards the other direction, and I just find that kind of interesting and
I didn't even know it was a conservative thing.
the red pill?
No, I didn't even know people saw him as a conservative. Or that.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't.
They don't,
That's
but
the
then
thing.
because of this message.
Yeah, now it's confusing.
Because they think that red pill, because they're taking the conservative red pill
Right,
thing.
because like Elon was the guy that goes on Joe Rogan podcast and smokes weed and stuff, you know. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not
That's
conservative.
super liberal.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere he kind of does like a 180 turn now, you know, and
And that's people
Which
going back
blows
to work.
my mind because a lot of conservative states, they made weed legal before the two super liberal states of California and New York.
Well, wait, which conservative states did? I thought Colorado started it.
I thought that was a conservative state. It's a
No,
red.
it's
It's not a
blue
red.
state.
It's a okay.
It's a blue state. I don't know.
I thought it was a red
But are there red states that have legalized marijuana?
Like Texas?
I don't know.
I think they're pretty
Yeah.
reticent about it
Yeah.
compared to the blue
I don't know
states.
then.
I was watching this thing where Jay Leno just got access to a Cybertruck.
Oh, you watched it?
This has nothing to do with politics, but it's just I just saw a clip, and then this made me like Elon more, regardless of whatever his political position was. But he was asking him about how strong the truck is because it's like made out of like steel, and he was saying the glass is bulletproof. to
Oh
a
God,
pistol.
no,
To a
not
pistol.
again.
And then Jay Leno's like, oh, why would you do that? And he goes like, why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want all of your trucks to be bulletproof to a pistol? And I'm like, I do.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just didn't want him to pull out the fucking shotgun
Shoot it
and
and then
shoot it
break
and it breaks again.
I saw this clip. Didn't he say because it's fucking tight or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so great. Yeah.
He's like, it's fucking dope. I'm like, that is fucking dope. Give me that shit.
That's why I liked Elon Musk is because he did that flamethrower thing and then
The flamethrower is
the Boring
tight.
Company. I think all that shit's great. And Hyperloop,
He's like a troll, like a living troll, and he's like,
SpaceX
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, he just likes to fuck. Like even they're shooting a Tesla into space, right? Yeah. Like he just likes to fuck around. That's so tight.
Yeah. They're actually launching today. It's happening in like an hour, I think.
Oh yeah.
At
Yeah.
3:20 something.
Yeah.
I made that up.
No, you're right.
I just remembered it was a
3:15.
weird
3:27.
time. It was like 3:22. It was like so specific.